All right, and we'll start it right now.
I see.
Okay.
Woo!
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to season 2, episode 1 of Big Beefin'. New and improved. We're
New.
doing it big time now.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so thanks for everybody that stuck with us last season, all 11 of you. Um, really happy that y'all tuned in. Fucking damn near every day to listen to us rant and banter. But this year I'm gonna do a little bit different, so you'll notice a little bit different format than what we did last year. We'll be taking a couple of breaks. Well, we won't be taking any breaks, but you'll hear breaks in the podcast because I want to get in more advertising, and so we got to split it up a little bit. But I'm gonna handle all that in post. Okay, so what I talked about last time, we were talking about doing a format. I wanted to do current events, and of course, as it would turn out, fucking Aaron's not here, and he's supposed to be the current events guy. So I don't know how this shit's gonna go, but oh well, that's what we're gonna fucking do.
I got something. I got something right now, Shane.
Okay.
I got this candle right here. We got a fallen comrade in the Big Beefing show. Daniel had lost Charlie a couple days back.
Oh yeah, give us an update, Daniel. What? First of all, tell us what happened. We need to know.
He ran out of the door. he escaped.
So
All right. What's the cat's name?
Charlie.
And how old is he?
Was he?
I think he's
was he?
We had him for like 5-6 years.
Okay, so and when did he get out?
Like maybe a week ago.
So as in tradition, we must beat Daniel down now because that's just what we do when someone's hurt. I guess that's what we do. So.
So what happened, Dan? What's set up the story? What went down? You just a normal day, minding your own business. What happened?
I think one of us checked the mail and he slipped out. He's been wanting to slip out for a while, but usually when he slips out, he just chills on the patio, whatever. But this time he had an adventure. He went
still on that adventure.
Yeah, he went on a long adventure. The ending adventure.
We all know though.
He's gone?
All dogs go to heaven.
Yeah.
You know.
How do you know he didn't make it?
Huh?
How do you know he didn't make it?
We got a call today. And they said, we found Charlie. He had the chip, but he's dead. And I was like, oh crap. I was like, well, thanks for telling me.
How'd he die?
Oh, they're not sure, but he died. He went far as Taco Casa. So really, that's almost from where we live at, about a whole mile away. I was like, man, he went on an adventure.
So it's probably a car that killed him or something?
Yeah, because it passed our apartments, right across the street from the gas station, past another gas station, which is crazy. He made all the way almost to the highway.
Damn.
To I-30 or I-20.
Oh shit! So he's done. Yeah, that's a big old journey down there.
Yeah.
And really, most of it's all city. He wouldn't have like a park or something. He could have ate some squirrels or some shit like that. So
let's go back. Let's go back 6 years. Well, Daniel, you watching that Petco, Daniel? How'd you know that cat was gonna be your cat? How'd it feel, Daniel?
Well, we were choosing cats. We wanted a cat that was kind of feisty, and a cat that was kind of because we wanted something wanted to have fun and stuff.
It's a slime that I made into an egg.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'm on podcast guy, but yeah, we wanted one kind of feisty. There was a female cat, but she was kind of just laying there, like look at us. I was like, "Nuh-uh, we need something with attitude." And
it's like Charlie. Zordon. That's what Zordon said about the Power Rangers. He said, "I need 4 teenagers with attitude."
Yeah. Look what happened. They saved the planet multiple times. They saved him.
John, what are you doing? You're in the dark.
I'm mourning Charlie, Shay. Mourning.
Oh, well, I'm sorry you lost your cat, Daniel. I wish I'd have known you were going to lose yours because Sarah fucking got rid of ours, so we could have just given you ours. Could have been a fair trade.
It was the white cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
The gray one.
Yeah, Heidi, the little white one. She's all white. Yeah, she gone. Been gone for a few weeks now.
Yeah, I remember you were mad. You were like, I'm going to ask permission. You just go throw away the cat.
Yeah, what if I did some shit like that? Oh, they're gone. Where'd they go? I don't know. I sold Roger off to Chinese labor or something. Fuck it, he's gone.
Yeah, you were never here then. It'd be over.
Yeah. So that sucks, man. Are you gonna get a replacement cat?
I'm going to wait a while because Dustin's like, we're going to wait and see how it goes.
Yeah.
But Cody, she's happy. That cat, she's always getting fat. All the extra food she's getting, the attention.
No more competition.
Yeah, she wasn't safe because Charlie.
So I wonder if that cat, the one that Charlie, I wonder if he was like, I want to see what the world's like, and then no, you don't, cat. You really don't want to see what it's like. It's a hard world out there.
When we lived at the house, man, he'd be gone almost all day on fucking adventures. But there's street.
Yeah. Cars are dangerous, man. They'll take your ass out.
Yeah. Plus, where we lived at the house, there's like places to go to other people's backyards, even other people's houses, but the apartments, it's different.
Yeah. With the other day we were driving home from we went to my mom's we had a birthday party for her, and we went to Waxahachie to have it. And on the way home there was a possum like in the neighborhood walking around. I was like, oh, those things are so nasty. I hate the way possums. They're just like can't stand it.
Why can't you stand possums?
They look gross, man. They look like they smell. Hey, John, check out this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where's yours at?
That's the one when he started out evil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lord Draken.
Ooh.
Where's your Lord Draken at, John? Don't you got one?
I don't have my Lord Draken. I think in the book someone said that Jason was going to inherit the White Ranger. Then he came and killed Jason and took the White Ranger and combined them. That's why he came to green and white. I think it said.
Yeah. So what happened with like Neo? Because didn't he go on for a while? Wasn't JDF in the series for a while?
Yeah.
He went to Turbo.
He took over, Shane. Took over. He just no Ranger stood a chance against him.
Yeah.
He was
So how did they defeat him? Who defeats him in the story?
Oh, I can't even lie to you. I can't remember how it ended. I remember someone showing me. I mean, I saw it one time, and I think it's the same thing. I think they got an alternate universe. Jason defeated him in battle, and they didn't even kill him. They kept him as prisoner.
Have you watched the Superman Red Sun yet?
I heard it's good. I haven't watched it yet.
It's on there right now?
No, it's just out. It's on DVD and Blu-ray.
Today?
No, it came out last week.
Today? Shane, I like the last podcast. Yo, you were talking to Aaron. He's like, why is everybody, when I see a family member, they ask me how you doing? What do I need to say? He's like, it's none of their damn business. what I'm doing.
My father-in-law told me. Hold on. My father-in-law told me a good joke the other day.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right, so bird shit. We all seen bird shit, right?
Yeah.
You know that white little piece in bird shit y'all see sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
You know what that is? More bird shit.
Oh, John.
I mean, that's what it is. So, okay, John, when he tells you a fucking terrible joke like that, what do you do? What's your response?
He laughs, hooks up like, ha, ha, ha.
Yep.
It's a good one.
You slap your leg like leg slapping good. That's how funny
he
it
doesn't
is.
slap my leg. No, he doesn't do that one. It's funny. It's funny. No, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that.
I don't get the fucking punchline. Yes, it's bird shit. We know it's bird shit. Everybody knows it's all bird shit.
Well, it makes you concentrate on one certain thing about the bird shit. So you go, oh yeah, I see that piece. Yeah, it's more bird shit. I guess that's supposed to be the joke.
Need some work. Need some work. You might have something there, but you're gonna have to work on it.
Oh yeah, sure. Real quick, why you wanted us eating burgers for? I forgot.
I forgot to do that.
So you'll see it in the episode. I'm just gonna. I wanted to create an intro, and John hasn't video yet.
Tomorrow.
Okay, it's not gonna be anything embarrassing or anything. It's just supposed to be a little fun intro that I'm gonna start doing.
Yeah, we need to update on the intro though for the
YouTube. Yeah. This whole look, I'm gonna spend the next week editing this to make it nice, so it's gonna be way better.
Ooh. Gene, what do you think about like the skits? What do you think we should? Do you think we should do our own skits and send it to you, or
you can do it that way? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I liked. I thought your review was good. The one that you did on the egg, the chicken, the slime egg.
Yeah, that crap was. I had to put gloves on that. When I read the directions on it, I was like, no.
Yeah. Skin irritation? Why would you sell a toy that causes skin irritation?
That was weird. That it said that. Yeah.
It's strange.
Yeah, I was drinking on that one.
Yeah, you kept going different products, and I was like, okay, he's just going to go through all of them. he said I'm seeing one, and then it's like, oh, let me do another one. This one sucked. You did that one? Oh, let me do another one. That one sucked. Why couldn't you get that Slinky to work? You've been drinking too much?
Yeah.
I mean, the kid on the commercial made it look easy as shit.
That Slinky was the best one.
That commercial he had that Slinky going down them stairs, man. It's just fucking hauling ass. Daniel couldn't get to go one.
Ace Ventura did it.
Maybe they have to be narrower steps. Maybe Daniel's steps are too wide for it.
That's what it looked like.
It's just shitty. They're made like from a rocky looking material. I was like, damn, this shit ain't gonna work.
Oh, no. They don't show that commercial anymore anyway, so I guess they're not really sticking by it.
That dude became a millionaire. He's good.
Slinky, everybody loves the Slinky.
Yeah, so my uncle, we were at Roger's birthday, and my uncle was like, he's like, "What's going on with Aaron?" Like, I always get this fucking question with everybody, and it's like, well, I don't know. He's got an apartment, and I don't think he can afford the rent. He's probably about to get kicked out. And he was like, my uncle, there's no lie. My uncle was like, he's going to end up in jail. And I'm like, well, maybe. I mean, I don't know what else he's doing. We've talked about Aaron ad nauseum. He just puts all his eggs in one basket, and the shit don't ever work out the way he wants it to. It's like that.
It's going to work out, guys. This is going to work. I promise you, it's going to work.
And now he's really fucked because he spent a lot of money on that book to get it published, and he can't afford to pay for that book. So when you sign that contract, I'm going to pay you this much money each month. And I told him, man.
So
$8,000. So probably $9,000.
Is a book in limbo now?
No. I mean, they're going to fucking take their money and be happy. And he gets nothing, and they get their money. And if he can't pay, they're going to sue him. And there you go.
You know what? You can get like 4 or 5 used cars for the price he's paid for that book, or a new car. If Willie paid off a new car.
Yeah, think about it. He could have paid all of his traffic tickets off, gotten his license back, put a down payment on a used car, a nice used car, and been good to go. But what did he do instead? I'm gonna publish a book.
I wrote a book.
I wrote a fucking book too. I didn't spend $8,000 goddamn dollars on it. You know how much money I spent? Zero. I spent $0 on my book. Put it on Amazon and made like, $30, $40 on it. And I was like, well, at least I did it. It's done. I can move on with my life. And I shouldn't have had Aaron fucking edit my book because I know he changed shit. And I really don't got the time to go back in there and fix it. I was trying to read it the other day because I wanted to do an audio version of the book. I was like, this would be a good story. If I can put it into words, I can probably do it better than I wrote it. So I started reading it, and I was like, God, this sounds like fucking crap. I can't do it. I can't make it sound good. And I'm thinking, Aaron fucking changed some shit. That's why. Damn it.
Yeah.
So now I got to try to find the copy I sent Aaron and then read that one. So it's the way I want it to be. Because it's like one scene. Let me set this up for y'all real quick. I know we're getting off topic. But in the book that I wrote, there's this battle scene where it's this dwarf warrior. Well, John checked out. He said, fuck this shit. I don't want to hear Shane's goddamn story again.
I think he's messing with the dead kids again.
He's like, God damn it.
But wait when John gets back. But I like how the last podcast, it was the last one of the year. I like when you told Aaron, like, yeah, this is just as old as stickers on your car. Kick me out.
Yeah, it was. What'd he say?
John said, kick me out. To get back on, damn it.
Yeah, join back in.
Get back on. There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to put a skit up. I'm going to try to do my starter skit this week, and then we'll just have to figure out how we do it from there.
Are you doing the lemonade one or a different one?
Yeah, I'm going to start that one tomorrow.
The lemonade one?
Yeah, it's going to be, I'm doing quickies like yours. There's only going to be a couple minutes.
You need to do, I like when this guy, he had to know the kid, like he drove by, he's like, hey, let me get a lemonade. The kid's like, yeah. And the guy's like, do you have a license to sell lemonade? And the kid's like, license? And the guy's like, drinks the lemonade. He's like, you guys shut this shit down. shut it down right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have somebody like that in the script that says that, hey, where's your permit or some shit like that. But
you have your boy selling lemonade, and you doesn't give you the license. You start breaking the shitty, you like break it. And Sarah sees you like, why you do that for, Shane?
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I gotta work on it a little bit tomorrow, and we'll get it going. But yeah, I plan on getting the lemonade stand skit going.
Now, it already sounds funny. I know you talked about it a few times. It's pretty clever.
Yeah, but John keeps saying he wants to fucking break the lemonade stand. I'm like, John, I got one fucking table. I can't be going and buying $20 tables every fucking week to build a lemonade stand.
Unless you make one out of like fake material, like piece of shit.
Yeah, no, I could like stack up some
it.
boxes. Yeah, I could stack up some fake boxes and make it look like the table. I could do it that way.
One more, just ask for boxes, and you could put like, get a big box, put a blanket over it, bam, put lemonade stand in front of it. Just break that fucker today.
I mean, I know I can cheat. It's just, he's like, no, we got to break that table in half. I'm like, I'm not fucking breaking the damn table. I'll do a pretend table, but I'm not spending all this money on a table and then breaking the shit. So
you should like, that'd be part of the intro. Like, if something happens, except for making another one where you break the table, it's the same one of you breaking the table. So it's like backup stock footage of where you breaking the table every time.
It's actually not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
Like, you've been talking out of nowhere, you push it in there every time, like out of nowhere. It's like, whoa! Everybody's like, what table?
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Probably have to do that. If we do break the table, that's how we're going to do it. It's just going to be a repeat.
But then my mom was telling me about, I need to write this down. I put it in my book already. About, y'all should do a skit about like what would a regular day caveman would do. So you like at a cave. But I'm trying to remember what she said that was pretty hilarious. I need to ask her in the morning. I forgot about it.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Play out like a real life caveman.
But I remember people were telling me about skits. I think I wrote a few down. I need to sit in chat one day, like take a picture of it, put it in chat so y'all can check it out.
So at nighttime when I'm like feeding the baby, I've been watching that Penguin Zero guy, that podcaster. Penguin Z.
Do you like him?
Yeah, I was listening to the one where he was reviewing these fucking shitty products and stuff, and like he's making fun of them, like he's doing the voiceovers for the commercials. It's pretty funny. Yeah. He's like, it'll clean your glass, it'll wipe your ass. It's the one free for all You know, it's made out of bullshit. It's much like your dreams. I mean, just crazy shit.
Did his podcast plus his videos are pretty funny. He did some uh, 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 a gaming video that was pretty hilarious. He had like 20 kills. Like, he was like, man, that's more kills than the Gettysburg battle. So shit.
Yeah, I listened to his commentary on the slap contest when they're slapping each other, the Russian slap contest.
Hilarious. That man, I like they get random guys. There's one, the skinny guy, the baby crying from shots. Okay, I forgot. John said both the kids had to get shots today. So
Why'd John go dark when he opened the podcast? What was?
I saw the kid there, so he probably knew the kid was going to come in because he told me, especially the boy when he got his shots, he's going to run around a lot. He was crying a lot today. He said.
I hope he doesn't mind me like swearing and shit on the fucking podcast in front of his kid. Like, man, I know Cece probably would not have fucking approve.
Yeah, I told John about the spanking thing. Like, I even told my mom about it. I was like, Mom, how old were we when you had to start spanking us? She was like, oh, yeah, I think when y'all little because y'all are troublemakers. I said, John tried to say he can't spank the kid till he turns 5. I don't know who lied to him. Yeah, he said that. Go, you ask him. That's bullshit.
Roger just turned 2, and he's already gotten spankings like a few times.
You got to do it. You got to pound that ass.
He kept fucking with the damn water in the dog bowl, and it's like, bro, shit's not working, man.
Yeah, and then I heard your story about the boy hitting your other boy in the head. I was like, golly, boy, he's a newborn baby. You can't be doing that.
He just gently reaches out and pats him now. He pets him now. But that one pat, man, I was fucking mad.
I like the part where you're like, get the fuck out of here. He just runs up crying. I was like, could have been worse. You could just like, pop. Get out of here.
My sister sent me a text. She's like, Mom raised us and she never cussed. You don't have to cuss at yours. And I'm like, she did fucking cuss. You just don't remember it because you were a little child. But
yeah,
and I'm pretty sure she cussed when she was a grown up because she did some stupid shit too. Like Brittany stole her car one time. They had to call the cops on her and shit.
What? Freaking Brit.
Yeah, it's when I'd already moved out. I was living in I can't remember. I was either still in Corsicana at that shitty apartment in Northwood Junction, or maybe I was up in Arlington by then. Probably in Arlington. And Brittany wanted to go to some party out in Eustis, middle of fucking nowhere. Eustis or what's that town when you're leaving Corsicana going out in the country? I think it's Eustis. No, it's probably
Euless? Not you. Wait a minute.
Oh, Euless is up here. I can't remember. It might be Eustis. No, it's something else. Let me.
I know what you're talking about. It's been a while since I passed by there.
Let me pull up my map real quick.
She did it have to go that far? She was like, I had enough. I'm gonna call the cops on her.
Well, they didn't know where the fucking car was, and they didn't know where she was, so they were worried.
Oh, I'm on Brittany.
All right, we're gonna pull it up right now. Let's see.
Euless or Elmo?
Yeah.
Trying to remember him.
All right, so there's Mildred.
Yeah, Mildred. There's
it's Eureka. Eureka.
Oh wow. Oh,
so I think the kid lived in Mildred though, and anyway, she was going to this party, and it was out there, and so they called the cops on her because the car was gone, and sure enough, Brittany came back with the car, and so they had to call the police and say never mind, but yeah, stole her fucking car, and they were like, "Do you still want to report it as stolen?" They're like, "No, it's fine."
I thought it was hilarious. When I went down on the holiday down here, I talked to Gabriel. Gabriel's like, he watches, hears the podcast when he's on his breaks, and he's at at the gas station, and he liked the part where Aaron like burned himself. Like he's like, yeah, you got Shane. He's doing real good. He has a house, and Brittany she just finished school. She's a teacher now, and then me. everybody starts laughing. I said, Aaron, why you burn yourself that bad for? You literally burnt yourself.
It's true, boy. Truth
I
hurts.
mean, he had his military stuff, but you know how that went. It's just I don't know. There's a guy over here. He everything he does is bad. Like this guy named yeah, I'll just go say Jonathan. He's just bad, Shane. Everything he's like, oh man, these banks stole money from me. I said, no, you didn't want to pay him back. You did these payday loans, and of course you blacklisted from the banks now because you didn't pay for any of the loans. You did like 3 or 4 loans. What do you think banks going to do? Turn you down
Those
every
payday
time.
loans, scam, man. Don't do those fucking payday loans, man.
And then he's blaming something that happened like what was it, maybe close to 20 years ago. Like if something happens like last week, he would blame something that on that event. So you blame something for 20 years ago that I don't know. He has more
Yeah,
excuses than
it's the same
anything.
way. Well, that's what my uncle was saying. He's like, yeah, I got a friend. It's just like Aaron. He's always got some excuse. He's always got something wrong, and it's always somebody else's fault. And he said, finally, his brother got him a job, so he's doing okay. But he's always griping about his brother, and it's like, man, you would have nothing if you didn't get you the job.
Yeah.
And so my uncle, my aunt was like, why didn't you just go back into the Navy? He was doing fine in there. And I was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. So I sent him a text. I was like, Aaron, you need to go back into the Navy. He was
Can't,
like, can't. I
but
hurt my knee.
well, man,
I said,
I mean, what if he hurt his knee?
I don't know. I guess playing football. He hurt his knee.
But he was already in the Navy and
Yeah.
with a bad knee. But
Yeah,
that doesn't
I
make
guess after he
sense.
got in and went through, and they were like, "Hey, what's wrong with your knee?" "Oh, I hurt it in football." "You didn't tell us." "Yeah, because I wanted to get in." They're like, "Okay, well, you can't come back." I don't know. I don't know what the fuck how it went down. I don't know. But I guess if we go to war with Iran, I guess he'll fucking go back.
Did you see the World War III memes?
I've seen a couple of them. It's fucking dumb as shit. Well, the funniest one, I guess, is this really big old fat guy, like all Call of Duty armor shit, and he's like running around. They're like, "This is me if I get drafted."
There's one where I think it's another country where they get all these medals, and it's like me and the boys when we get drafted from Modern Warfare.
Yeah. There was one where it was all these soldiers like lined up, ready to go into like a room, and then one of the guy was dressed up like a clown. And like Fortnite players have been drafted. Uh, no, we were at dinner for my mom's birthday the other night, and we're all sitting around talking. And Brittany's husband Josh probably has met John maybe like 5, 6 times. Like he doesn't know him that well. Aaron's sitting there
Yeah.
fucking telling stories about John, and I'm like, Josh doesn't fucking know him, Aaron. And he was like, yeah, John gained so much weight, he's 250 pounds.
But Shane, you should be like, Aaron, have you looked at yourself?
Yeah, I was like, hey, boy, I think you need to check your weight a little bit. I don't think you're as far from him as you say.
Because you lost. I could tell by the cheeks.
Yeah.
You lost weight.
Yeah, I've been hiding.
That face is like more slimmer. I
Yeah.
don't know if you know this, but it's slimmer, a little bit slimmer now. How much
Yeah.
weight? You said how much weight you lost? You said you lost?
From this time last year, let me pull it up real quick. I've been tracking it.
Oh, you got an app? Ooh.
No, I've just been taking photos of the scale.
Oh, yeah, you better. So if just in case you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. All right. So from this time last year, this exact time last year, I'm down 15 pounds from last year. From the start, when I first started losing weight, I'm down 40 pounds altogether.
Oh shit.
So,
I remember that time we met up. It was one of John's events. You were talking about. I had a piece of candy. You're like, oh, I don't eat that anymore. I said, what for? He's like, I spent like $2,000 on a teeth. I'm not doing it anymore. I was like, God dang.
yeah. Yeah, I've kind of backtracked on them a little bit because they came out with some white chocolate Snickers. And I was like, well, fuck, I got to have this shit. And then my teeth start hurting. I'm like, oh, what am I doing?
Mine is always plateaued. I've been wanting to go 180 for 2 years, but somehow I stick to 200. I was like, well, I'm not going over two something.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, I really would love it if I was 180 though.
Yeah. 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 I get, I'm a little bit taller than John. I guess when I get down to John's weight, that's probably when I'll be like, all right, think I'm good. I think I'm good right here at 250. For John,
Yeah.
250 is not really good, but for me,
No, okay. You're talking about this in one of the pocket. It's the one that says 10. The carrot adds 10 pounds, and you asked John twice, maybe 3 times, like John, what are you gonna do different? Oh, I'm gonna lose weight. Have you started on it yet? I'll go wait till next year. So really, has he started on it yet?
I
No.
was listening to his New Year's resolution, and I don't think he brought it up. Like I was thinking that would have been the obvious one. I was like, when's he going to say it? When's he going to say he's going to do a diet? And I think he said something, oh, yeah, get healthy and all that. But that's something. And then he went on to another topic, like, what did he say he was going to do? What was his last? He wanted to get Jon Favreau's signature and the guy from Things get his signature. Yeah. I was like, where's the weight loss?
What's crazy, John's not really a signature guy. Like, the only signature he has is from the guy named Odo. He died. And maybe comic book guy? He got a signature.
He didn't get one from Stan Lee?
I'm trying to remember. Did you? I'm trying to remember.
I was there that day Stan Lee was doing signatures, man, and I just couldn't. The wait was like 4 hours. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not sitting here for 4 hours. And they say some people, I don't know if this is true or not, but some people are saying that like some collectors don't like Stan Lee's signature on there because they want the original comic. They want it unaltered. So they don't want to have his signature on there.
Yeah, they said there's too many to have his signature on it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is probably true with all those people spending like Mark Hamill. I wonder he was doing each signature was $100 a pop. And this one, you see this one guy, he signed all this guy's stuff. All you can see is Mark Hamill just smiling. $100 every signature, $100, just smiling away.
Yeah, it's the easiest money you ever fucking make, damn. Sign your name for money.
Oh my hand hurts. It's all right. I got enough room for 2 more signatures.
You think if John ever made it big, you think he would be all smiling and shit when people giving him money?
Gene, I went with John. You asked John, I said, John, you like all this family events and stuff? And John smiled. It literally looked like John was smiling, but you could see the hurtfulness in his smile. I was like that guy that was like, you know what's pictured? The guy was like,
that old man from the memes, that old Swiss guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't. I couldn't do it, man. I don't love anybody that much. I mean, fuck, man. What the hell? It'd be one thing like, okay, we're just going to go, like if her dad just watched TV and stuff, and they're like, okay, we're just going to go around the house, have dinner, watch a little TV, and then go home. Fine. But John goes over there, and that dude has him underneath his house, lifting up piers and beams, reinstalling them, and I'm like, do you have to do that? Like, you know?
And you can ask Gabriel. Gabriel was talking about who goes over to his wife's dad's place to pack up for his vacation. Do the other brothers do that? Nope. John will, because the dad asked him to.
Yes, sir. I'll be right there, sir.
He's like, you want these pants, sir? What are these underwear, sir?
let me press iron these real quick. He's got like a towel wrapped around his head. He's like, yes, sir. Let me help you. He's got like a little fucking tray. Would you like an hors d'oeuvre? and Homer calls him Jeeves instead of JP. He's like, come on, Jeeves, let's go. Shine my shoes, damn it.
Well,
and John's like, yes, sir. I signed them real good.
Yeah, dude. But this shines.
Yes, sir. Can I get a nickel? It's like, no, you scoundrel, get the fuck away. Go get a nickel.
John gets he like bites it like to see if it's real. Like it's that cool.
Oh, poor guy.
But John said before, like one guy, he said he went to college, so he's not doing that stuff. I was like, so the one still doesn't want to do it because he doesn't want to get dirty. The other one says, John said the other one is like a family guy. I was like, John, but you're a family guy too. You got 2 kids. So what's his excuse again?
Yeah.
Oh,
That when he had John climbing up underneath his house to replace the beams, I was like, fuck that. I'm not doing that shit at all. You know, no interest.
You're on leave right now. That's like if someone asks you, he's like, "Yeah, come on, help out." Are you gonna be like, "Yeah, yes, sir. Let me help you with this fucking beam." Oh.
I'll be like, oh, I gotta feed my kid, so sorry. I can't do that shit. No, the most I did for, like, I would cut the grass at Sarah's parents' house, but that was just riding lawnmower, and it gave me time just to chill and relax. So she'd go over there to visit with them. I'd be outside cutting the grass and just riding around in the riding lawnmower. Easy to do, you know. Not like John
has one of those. That's nice. Makes me want to walk and use it.
Yeah, I mean it's fun. You guys put in your headphones, you hop on a little ride, and you go to town. And but John, man, he's got to listen to his jokes, like that fucking bird shit joke he told that ruined my podcast. Like I wanted season 2 opener to be something big, and John's coming to me with a fucking, what's that white speck in bird shit? I don't know, John. What is it? It's more bird shit. Like, yeah, fucking obviously.
Yeah, John, get that shit out of my podcast.
Why the fuck would you say that joke? Like, you know it's dumb. Maybe in his head he thought it was funny. I don't know.
No, he thinks it's funny because he's been hanging out with him too much. Now he thinks every joke he says is funny.
I've heard Homer say some good stories. Like he had one. I don't think he was trying to be funny, but it ended up being hilarious. He was talking about this guy he went hunting with, and a bear went after him. And the way he was telling the story, like somebody was going to come save the guy. And I'm listening, and I'm like, okay, yeah, shit, man. Oh, okay. Well, so he tells the story, and he's like, yeah, that bear. And I was like, so what happened? Did they save him? And they're like, no, the bear ate him. Bear killed him. And like, I was like busting out laughing because I was like, oh, I thought you would say somebody was going to come in and save him, or you pulled out your rifle. And he's like, no, he's too far away, man. The bear just got him, and he's dead. And he was so matter of fact about it. Like, okay, that's fucking funny. Like he did not give a shit about that guy getting eaten by a bear. But to hear that fucking bird shit joke, it's like, I'm good, John. You don't need to spread that. Damn.
Oh, man.
Keep that one to yourself. It's like what they used to tell us in school. You can't say nothing nice. Don't say nothing at all. Let's hear that shit. It's like Aaron coming in here talking about the time he was in Iraq. I was really hoping Aaron would join in so he could hear about going to Iran and all that bullshit and them killing the general and all that stuff.
Yeah. But I think the best one you were talking about when he joined the what was it, the YMCA or the gymnast, but somehow he became a gymnastics teacher because he did this interview. He must have talked his way into that interview. I don't know what he did, but I guess
that's what I was telling. That's what I was telling my my aunt, because I guess somehow they knew Aaron had gotten the interview at the college to do the welding, the trade school stuff. Yeah. And they were asking about it, and I'm like, well, here's the problem. He doesn't really have any experience in teaching trade school. He only worked in a warehouse for a year. So the chances of them actually hiring Aaron are quite low because they can go find somebody who actually knows what the fuck they're doing. Same thing with the gymnastics. Aaron was in the Navy. He was a corpsman. He went through basic training, very physical. They had to do PT exercises, so he probably shows up at the gym, and he's like, oh, yeah. No, I know how to stretch, and yeah, I know how to do calisthenics and all that stuff. And they're like, okay, so here's your team. Here's what you'll be working on. And Aaron said he was telling them girls what to do, and they weren't listening to him. They're like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. And he didn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He don't know shit about gymnastics.
And he don't.
And I guess what happened is somebody came in there, and he was like, oh, you get a discount for this. And they're like, oh, really? And he's
I
like, yeah.
remember.
And they came in and they're like, oh, your guy said that we get a discount. And they're like, no, that's not our policy. And so like they had a fucking, a thinking day with Aaron where they're like, take a thinking day. You ever hear that where they say take a day off or whatever, take the day
Yeah.
off? They had one of those and he was like, well, I want to come back. And I wish he would share that recording because I know it would be fucking hilarious. I know I can know.
Did he record it?
Yeah, he recorded the whole conversation.
What? Shane, he knows that's kind of illegal, right? Especially if he doesn't tell the other party that he's recording.
Well, he can get away with it. He can get away with it. It just it's just it's just shady. It's not fair business. If he came back and we're like, oh well, look at he could edit it or some shit, and change it up. That's where it gets to be a problem.
So did you think he recorded it because he knows something was going to go down, or you think he recorded because he just does that all the time? He just comes to, I better record this just for future reference.
It's just the way he thinks, Daniel. It's the way he fucking thinks, man. I don't know what's wrong with that boy. When he joined the Navy, I was worried sick he was going to get killed. I was like, he's going to get fucking killed, man. Because when he told me he went in, he was like, yeah, I want to go in and I want to be a minister. I want to be a chaplain. And I'm like, okay, chaplain. That's the guy that says all the prayers for the troops. They never hold a gun. They just sit there in the church praying for troops all day. Easy money. And then he goes, and of course they're like, oh, we don't have any chaplain jobs. The only job we got is corpsman, so that's what you're going to get. And he took it. And I'm like, Aaron, you wanted to go in as a preacher. Instead, you chose combat medic. You chose to be a medic instead of a preacher? The fuck? And anyways, but then he gets out and it's like, well, no, you fucking should have stayed in because you can't function without somebody telling you when to wake up, when to go to sleep, when to go here, when to go there. And even when he was in the Navy, Daniel, every time he came home, it's a fucking disaster, man. Shit up. He was driving car. He'd go out. I mean, first thing he did, and a lot of people in the military do this. He gets back home. First thing he does, he goes out and buys a brand new Mustang. First thing he does.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Goes out and buys a red Mustang and drives it 100 miles an hour every fucking where he goes. He took me for a ride in it, and he's like, yeah, man, come check it out. And, I barely fit in the damn things. So I'm sitting in there like, yeah, it's a cool car. And he's like spins out and shit, and I get motion sickness now. So I'm like, I'm about to throw up on him. And I'm like, hey, man, you don't need to do fishtails.
I rode with him one time, and a car was coming, but he still went right. He said, oh, yeah. They have to slow down. I was like, Aaron, you literally just like not just cut him off, but I think that what you did was actually illegal. It's like,
yeah.
He doesn't need to drive. Well, he probably drives better now, but
yeah, well now he has to fucking cautiously as shit because he's got to avoid cops all the fucking time. Every time he sees a cop car, he probably fucking panics. You know how it is when you when somebody jump scares you and you have your heartbeat a little bit? That's Aaron every time he's in the car and he sees a cop. Oh shit! Like every fucking time.
So it's I remember he was. I don't know why he was doing this. He was recording his mom. I don't know if he asked permission or not. Recording his mom while he's driving, and I was like, one, he's driving. You may already know he's not supposed to drive, and you're recording your mom probably without permission.
Oh, and she would have been pissed. If my mom ever heard one of our podcasts, she'd be fucking pissed. And what is that? What is that filth? I didn't raise you like that. I got worried when Rachel wanted to join the group. I was like, oh, okay.
No, but I was laughing when the best thing Aaron he did was when I think he was with you. They were the Thanksgiving. He said something about like baby Jesus, and Mom got mad because he was like, dear baby Jesus. Were you there that day or? Yeah,
he was saying the prayer from Ricky Bobby from Talladega Nights. He's like,
well, how was the family receiving it?
And my mom was like, Aaron. Stop it, Aaron. And then Brittany's like looking at him all mean face and shit. And like the boys, Logan and shit, he's laughing his ass off, thinks that shit's funny. I don't know what's going on with them. They used to be like super religious. Like when I first met Brittany's husband, like he wouldn't drink beer. He was like, oh man, I don't drink. But the last week I've been around them for the holidays and stuff and for their babies. Like he was outside smoking. He fucking ordered 2 drinks at the damn restaurant the other night, and I was like, okay, something's changed. I guess the Jesus power wore off. You know.
It's a rough part of the year, Shane. It's in the year. You gotta make sure that tree has presents under there. You gotta make the wife happy. Everybody has to be happy. The mom must be happy.
Yeah, he does spend a lot of time with my mom, so I'd be fucking stressed too. But even he don't spend as much time with my family as fucking John spends with his fucking family. That's
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous. But then again, my dad's in prison, so I guess that's probably why.
So is Aaron have a job, or he still do the plasma thing?
I don't even know if he's doing plasma. I don't know how he's getting by. I think his girlfriend's probably supporting him. She's probably floating.
The podcast where you're talking about he tells just enough truth to just add more to lie to it. I was like, it sounds about right. Just if you,
Yeah.
I wanted the lie detector test. You know how it moves around. I bet that motherfucker's like zip, 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 zip. He's like doesn't know. It's like it doesn't know what to do.
At some point in the last 15, 20 years, Aaron heard this saying that the darkest lies have a little bit of truth in them. And Aaron just take that shit and fucking run with it, man. He's got the darkest fucking lies because they all got a little bit of truth. Just enough truth to throw you off.
Like you said, you put a little bit of truth in there, so someone has to believe the truth part, and the rest he adds on. It's like they're like, well, he did tell me a little bit of truth. Maybe the rest of it's real.
When Aaron sent me that fucking contract for that book, I was like, yeah, it's a real contract. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? You know?
Give me 1 second. I need to move my car real fast.
Yeah, no worries. Good.
Look, he's. Oh, I mean, that's that.
All right, so just take a moment, a couple little breaks here. We'll be right back in a few moments. Here's from a word from our sponsor. All right, welcome back to Big Beefing. We're just going to pick right up where we left off. Okay, everybody, we're going to pause for a second and take a word from our sponsor. And welcome back. Thanks for pausing. We're here to go, so we'll get right back into it. Yeah, so basically season 2, Big Beefin', we're going to do more skits. We're just going to shorten the episodes a little bit and make it more, just more streamlined. We didn't really get into current events tonight. We did a little bit, but we were down a couple of guests. I don't know what's going on with John. Of course, Aaron was busy, but then we're going to improve the product. And I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I was going to talk a little bit about this speech that Ricky Gervais gave at the Golden Globes last night. He essentially went off on a rant, and he put the people in Hollywood and the corporation guys, the guy who runs Apple, he put them to task and let them know, look, you make all these judgments about working class people, and you don't live in their world. And in fact, you corporations, you rely on cheap Chinese labor to run your business. And if you didn't have that, you wouldn't be sitting in here all high and mighty. And I don't know how well it was received. I think, people that like dark humor probably found it funny, but I'm sure it pissed a lot of people off. But it's true. And I was going to tell the boys, I would think, that's the kind of speech I would give if that ever happened. So,
man, I didn't even need to move my damn car. Oh well, but
false alarm.
Yeah, he was able to move, but I don't know, Shane. It's just I don't know what you can do to help Aaron because it's like he's had bad roommates. He made really bad decisions in his life. It's like, oh gosh, man. I was like, and then when he told me about the stickers, I was like, oh gosh, Aaron. Yes, you're on your way back.
I hope that girl that he was dating, I was hoping she would set him straight, but she moved to Corpus Christi. And I was like, well, there went that fucking dream.
Yeah, he was getting bigger. She was giving him milkshakes and shit. Take care of that boy. She was making sure he
don't eat good. Like he fucking eats the shit we eat when we were kids, man. Ramen noodles, fucking ramen noodles out the ass. Milkshake, cookies, soda. He don't drink water. Aaron don't like water. He likes Coke or Pepsi or whatever the fuck it is he drinks. I don't know. You don't like vegetables? Oh, we were we were the other night when we went out to eat, he's like, I don't need any vegetables. I'm good. Just give them to him. I was like, damn, man, got to eat some greens.
The military was helping him out a lot. Maybe he should have just stayed in the military.
I think he could go back. I think that there's got to be something for him. Like, there's got to be, if you've served before, they've got to have something. Maybe, and I told him Red Cross, Army Corps of Engineers, something.
He had to do something. He had to serve something because something happened one time. He's like, you told him, you better go back, take that, or you're going to get in trouble or something.
So Aaron got put on probation for theft of property, $1,500 to $20,000. It's a felony. It's a state jail felony. So that means if you get found guilty, you get sentenced to 2 years in the prison. So you get 2 years in state jail. Aaron obviously took the probation because Aaron would fucking die if he went to state jail. There's no way he'd make it out. And anyways, he gets probation and he's doing fine. You know, he's going to he's still able to be in the Navy. Gets to go travel. Gets to go to South America for a little bit, doing Navy shit. And he meets this girl, you know, fucking North Carolina, and falls in love and wants to marry her, even though. Anyways, I'll get to the rest of the story, but he just, you know, he's going to move in with her, and they're going to start this life together. And so I guess he was about 2 years into his probation, and he told me, he's like, yeah, they said when I get everything done, when I pay off all my fees and I complete all my community service hours, then I'm done. And I'm like, it don't fucking work like that. I've been in the business at that point. I've been in it for about 6 years, and I'm like, no, that's not what happens. You have to go see the judge, and they sign a little form, and they stamp it, and it says you're done. They don't just tell you you're free to go. Don't come back. You know, we'll never see you again. Somebody has to tell you it's done, and there has to be a motion, a proceeding has to happen in the courtroom. And Aaron was like, well, they said. I'm like, okay, whatever. Fuck it. I don't fucking care. Sure enough, Daniel, the next month. Next month, I get a call from a fucking Navarro County probation officer saying, hey, where's your brother at? You seen him? And I'm like, man, I haven't seen him in a month. He took off. He moved. Like, where'd he go? And I'm like, he went to North Carolina. He said that you guys told him he got early dismissal. And they're like, no, he didn't get early dismissal. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. He's out of state. And they're like, well, could you have him tell him to come back? And I'm like, I'll try. So I called him up and I was like, hey, man, you need to get back down here. And he's like, what? What's going on? I'm like, they're calling me looking for you. And he's like, oh, it just must be a mistake. I'm like, Aaron, they don't fucking call me for no reason. The next month goes by. And I know how this shit works. First month, you get a violation. Second month, they do what's called a violation summary. That means they're telling the court, this guy took off. You need to go ahead and send him to state jail. That's basically what's happening. So the second month, Waco probation officer calls me and they say, hey, we're looking for Aaron Rollins. And I'm like, yeah, he left the state. He said that he got early dismissal. And they're like, no, he didn't get released. I'm like, well, that's what he thinks. So there we are. And they're like, okay, well, he really needs to get back. So it was over the holidays, and I guess he was with mom, and my mom called me, and she was crying, man. She was just bawling. She's like, oh, I just don't know about Aaron. I can't talk to him, Shane. I don't know what's going on. So I finally called him. I was like, Aaron, I don't like hearing from mom crying and all that shit. You need to go get this handled because it's not going to go away. It's not. You need to go deal with it. He's like, yeah, I've been thinking about doing it. I guess I'll just go. So he goes. And they said, look, you can't just disappear for 2 months and nothing happens. So you're going to have to go to you're going to have to get punished. We're going to send you to a adjustment facility for 3 months. And Aaron's like, what? An adjustment facility? And you're like, yeah, you got to go for 3 months. So basically what it is, Daniel, it's like a mini jail. You're not really like in a cell or anything. You're in a dorm. You have to be in there in certain days. You have to work, and you don't get paid for the work you do. You just work, and then you go to classes. Yeah, I mean, you get paid a little, but they feed you, they house you, and then you have to go take classes like behavior modification, cognitive thinking courses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, fuck that, I'm not going. So he leaves. And I was like, I called him up and I was like, well, how'd it go? And he was like, they wanted me to do 60 days in this facility or 90 days in this facility. And I'm like, okay, so what'd you tell him? I was like, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, Aaron, you don't understand. Your options were you either take the 90 days or you take 2 years in a prison. So those were your only two choices. And you just chose 2 years in a prison. And he was like, what? And I'm like, you've got to go back and you've got to tell them that you've changed your mind. So he goes back and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll get you set up. But instead of doing 3 months, now you're going to do 6. So they do 6 months in fucking punishment facility. We went down there visiting too, man. Fucking, I would be so embarrassed. I would be so ashamed if Aaron came to.
Yeah. How was it?
He did it fine. He had a good job. He said he read Don Quixote, read a couple of books. He got to get out on the weekends. Like we would go take him to go get some like ice cream and shit. We took him to a barbecue place. He helped me on the Chalice. He helped me do voice lines. We went to a park for like 4 hours. So he got to get out, but it's like, come on, man. I would be so fucking ashamed if y'all came to visit me at one of those fucking facilities because I stole some shit. Like, Shane, why you got to steal? You didn't have to steal, you know? Aaron did.
Because of that stuff that happened with stealing, is that part of that was a felony, right?
Yeah, so it's on his record.
So is it because he got that he can't join the military, or military do still get you back?
I think they could because he served before, and it's been over 7 years, and it wasn't a conviction; it was a deferred. So I think he could still qualify for it. He's just saying his, but I don't know, Daniel. He could be fucking lying. He may have tried to go back, and they're like, "No, man, we don't want you." But I mean, I could be wrong.
We don't know the truth anymore.
Yeah, you can't fucking tell the truth with Aaron. But if I was him, that's what I'd do. I guess so. He had 2 potential jobs. He had one job at the VA, and he's gonna be a fucking janitor, just cleaning up beds and shit.
Tell me about that. What happened to that?
That's a better job than nothing. Well, he wanted to hold off on that and see how this this college thing went. And, they ain't called him back yet.
So why don't just go back to the VA then?
Yeah, it'd give you a headache thinking about it, man.
See, that's why I don't want to think about it.
I had the perfect setup for Aaron, and it was on. We talked about it on this podcast. He was going to come live with me. I was only going to charge him, I think, $250 in rent, and that covers everything: his internet, electricity, cable, all of it paid for. Well, we don't have cable here; we have satellite, but I mean, we have antenna, but it works just as good. He's video game systems, all my toys. I mean, he'd fucking have everything. I got every console in the last fucking 20 years up here. He could have done anything he fucking wanted to do. And my cousin was going to have him working for him. My cousin has 3 employees. They quit their jobs to go work with my cousin. And then these guys making good money. Like, they travel to Europe. They do all this shit working for my cousin. And he was going to give him a job. And then if Aaron did good in the job after 3 months, he was going to get him a car.
Oh, yeah, I remember that part.
And Aaron said, fuck that. I don't want to live with you guys. Fuck that shit. That's too easy. Too fucking easy.
I want to work hard for this shit.
You know what it was? He said, you have too many rules on your contract. I don't like the idea of not being able to come and go at night as I please. And all Sarah had said, she wanted him in the house no coming in the house after 10:30 or 11, something like that. Unless it was for work, that's fine. But if he came in the house, he'd have to go in through a side entrance or something.
Is that the rule that broke Campbell's back? He was like, no, I'm not doing this shit.
Yeah. Like, fuck that. I'll just live in this fucking shitty apartment with bed bugs and fucking fleas and shit. Just pick fleas off in the middle of my fucking brother's podcast. And then tell everybody about this shit. I don't want to hear about you picking fucking fleas off your leg in the fucking podcast, you dirty bastard. Shit, man. Anyways. Well, we've made it through first episode of season 2.
Yeah. What do you think? You think we should do another one tomorrow so you have more audio to make into one? Or
you want to try what? We've went for an hour, so I'll start editing it. If we need to do more, I can just hit you guys up and we can do a little bit more.
Okay.
So,
Make it hopefully Aaron would join and John would join a little longer.
Oh
But
yeah, to make it more. Yeah, that would probably be better if I could get Aaron back in here, but I'll work on it.
and I try to figure out the skit stuff. I find out what's easier to send you through video. Is it easier to send it through because a phone would mess it up?
You
Do
can
we have
do
to
it two ways. You can do it through this Skype. You can also do it through, or you can do it three ways. You can do it through Skype. You can do it through Facebook Messenger, or you can just upload it to You can upload it to YouTube on your channel, and I'll just steal it from your channel and put it onto mine, or put it into the podcast.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah,
Okay, that'd be cool.
I steal everybody's fucking videos.
He's like, I won't get caught either.
I'll be like Aaron. When Aaron was fucking working at Best Buy, stealing all those electronics. You know what he did? He would take the item, like it'd be some earbuds or some shit. He would walk out to the trash can, throw it in the trash can, and then wait till the store closed. Wait till everybody was gone. Drive around to the trash can, take the shit out, and then go home and sell it on Craigslist for probably $2 or some shit, so he could pay his rent.
I remember he said he was trying to justify it. He's like, yeah, I didn't want to get kicked out. I was like, if we would have broke the contract, so it would have been better if he just broke the contract because you stealing that's a felony. You're stealing stuff that's like going to cost more than.
Right. I don't think Aaron understands it is not a crime to break a contract. I've broken many contracts. Fuck it. It's a contract. You can break them. That's not a crime. To purposely take property away from somebody, even if they are a giant corporation, to take their property and steal it, that is a crime. Okay? But to move into a place that you can't afford and then you realize 5 months down the road, oh, I really can't afford this. I wasn't ready. Let me just back out. You can't go to jail for that. People make fucking mistakes and make poor decisions. But that don't mean you get to steal their fucking property. So that's his dumbass fault. And I don't know if it's because he's from a small town and he's got that mentality of I got to keep my word. Fuck it, man. Keep your fucking freedom. That's more important than your fucking word. You know?
Yeah.
Everybody's made bad decisions. So I don't know.
But
Well, we wrapped it up on a shitty note. So, big beefing. Season 2. I'll hit you up later, boy.
have a good one.
Have a good night.